ready for our next fight of the night. Now make some noise, making his way down the aisle to the blue corner, Scott Dietrich.
What do we know about Dietrich?
Again, he's an 0-0 guy out of West Zone Jiu-Jitsu in Westchester. You know, guys and girls that come out of there are always ready to fight. He's nice and calm, nice and composed there. You see he's nice and warm as well. He's done his work backstage. He's going to be fighting a guy who is, you know, definitely has the edge and experience. We must be having a music issue at the moment from the DJ.
This could be your big break. White chocolate, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, and nothing's really worse. That's happened before where I think Mike Perry in the UFC, they sent him down to like the wrong entrance music. It was like a Taylor Swift song or something. You know, nothing's worse than when you're a fighter, you're trying to get into that mindset and like, you know.
Do you feel does the entrance song, do you feel that when you're coming into the ring? I would imagine some fighters do. Some fighters just don't even really care.
Yeah, exactly. It's all a personal thing. I know that for me, like when I use Johnny Cash, God's Gonna Cut You Down, that intro, that definitely bangs. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know,
was that something
dependent.
that, would that song be part of your training regimen, like, or was it just something that you wanted to feel a certain way when you were entering?
And that's how a lot of guys are. They want something that resonates with them. I still remember a long time ago, many years ago, a guy came out to Bump and Grind, R. Kelly.
Sure.
And I'm like, that's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to scare his homophobic opponent. I don't know.
That would be something that the Big Pisser might come out to, you would think.
Yeah, R. Kelly, Big Pisser.
Just saying.
Except Dave Chappelle's version. I want a big piss on you. And poo-poo too.
I often forget that we're on Stimulus.com, and then I realize how much I love being on Stimulus.com with you.
Likewise, my friend. We got to keep life interesting. And we got to keep the fans at home at least chuckling a little bit as we go.
Listen, man, I'm just here. I get to come here, sit cage side with an actual professional, someone who's done it. You teach me shit every time we're here sitting cage side. They just keep inviting me back, and I apologize to the people at home.
No, it's great. It's great. You bring a lot of strengths to the production side of things, a lot of the innocence, the question asking that the folks at home really might not have the opportunity to answer, because a lot of the folks at home watching are friends, family members of these fighters who might not always watch the sport.
Yeah. I try to bring the lamest of all perspectives, the layman's perspective.
I was going to say layman's, not lamest.
Not the lamest.
Boy, you're acting like Love Cowboys in a booth with us. That would be pretty epic.
I'm good.
He can sit on this side of me.
I get enough of him.
All right, here we go. Scott Dietrich, West Zone Jiu-Jitsu and MMA out of Westchester, New York, in the blue. Excited young man, ready to go.
He looks like a guy that was like in the Marine Corps, you know, and just like a first responder type that's like, you know what? I want to take my training to the actual cage.
He is built like an icebox.
He is. And so is Rieken.
Is it Rieken or Rieken?
I don't know.
There we go, in living color. Talk about music. This is on my workout playlist. A one-hit wonder, but hell of a hit.
Great song.
And again, you see Mike with the glasses, with the American flag. He's always hype. He's always ready to be here. He's one of these guys that really loves this. You know, he's also excited because this is a heavier weight class. He had a very small cut. He thinks that's going to give him an advantage in his energy this time.
You're not kidding about the mustache either.
Oh, man, it's on point.
He's a tough son of a gun, man. And I agree that in his last fight, we both thought that he won that. He must be excited as all get out to come back here to the Capital Region and try to avenge that loss.
And he's an exciting fighter, man. He's got lightning in his hands. He's got fast feet. And he's got something to prove.
Rieken
coming to us again from Progressive MMA in North Dakota. We got fans from the other side of the country, another continent. We got them everywhere. We got them down south.
It's Cage Wars, and this promotion has grown since 2007, and the new home is inside the Schenectady Armory, and I got to tell you, this is an awesome backdrop for some combat sports, Will.
It really is beautiful. A little bit more space for the fans, a little bit more comfortability. You know, you're not losing anything on the amenities. It's amazing. All right, both these guys respectful.
And we will send it into the cage for the fighter introductions. Here's Mike Falvo.
Weight 183 pounds, representing Whitestone Mixed Martial Arts out of Westchester, New York, Scott Dietrich. Here's opponent across the cage fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight 184 pounds. Representing Progressive Mixed Martial Arts out of Grand Forks, South Dakota, Mike Rieken. The man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Mr. Matt Goller.
Well, I know it's always tough to try to forecast these without knowing a whole lot. We know a little bit about Rieken.
Well, I'll tell you what, looking at the build of his
what do you
opponent,
think?
I mean, really, I'm going to expect him to want to close that distance, use that size and strength. He's not going to want to, go against that reacher of Mike.
These are two fighters that almost have the identical build.
Rieken a little bit longer. His opponent a little bit stockier. Nice jab.
I don't think this fight's going to go very long.
See, there we go, closing that distance. Got double unders, looking for that leg. He's got that right. He's got the doubles. Can he slam him? Oh, right down. Right in the side mount. Right in the mount. Now, if I'm Dietrich, I want to slow this down. He's right in his opponent's corner. You see pro Harley Beekman and Mervin Rodriguez there helping Mike corner.
Excellent early action by Dietrich, and remember, with novice, no ground and pound to the head.
Nope, not at all. Nice job by Mike.
Very nice job by Rieken there.
Oh, good level change. Looking to sink, grab those legs.
These are two very evenly matched fighters.
Nice job by Mike punching out of that. You can definitely see his opponent wants to change that level.
Dietrich in the gray, Rieken in the black and yellow.
And being as muscular as Dietrich is, you got to make sure you don't burn yourself out. The more muscle you have, the more calorie or the more oxygen you need.
Yeah, you can see him slowing down already.
If I'm Mike, I'm staying away from that right hand though, and I'm keeping that distance. A little bit of blood from Dietrich's mouth. Mike's doing a good job not rushing, not chasing, because that's when Dietrich's going to close the distance and change the level.
Nice little up jab by Rieken earlier.
You hear Dietrich's corner saying, "Hands up." If I'm Rieken, I don't want that. I don't want the body lock. I want to keep it on the feet. Oh, cage grab by Dietrich. Good job by Matt Goller.
Yep.
Resetting. Excellent job. 1 point.
Wow. No warning?
There's always a back and forth about that because if you lose the position, but again, he restarted him. I mean, that's up for debate still, and these rules are ever changing. Again, maybe he sees something here with Dietrich's conditioning that maybe he thinks he can get the better of him on the ground at this point. Dietrich looking to the corner for instruction. Rieken steps over that left knee into mount.
Rieken did that with ease, Will.
Now, but here's the thing with the no ground and pound of the face, mount isn't, again, as an advantageous position as it is in full rules. So he's going to try to isolate that arm, that left arm at Dietrich. If nothing more, you have to make this uncomfortable. You have to tire your opponent out just by being on top of them. Make it heavy.
Oh, I mean, a great first round so far. 30 seconds left to go, but a good opening round for Rieken so far.
Absolutely. He had the feet laced. He's doing a good job maintaining mount against cage right in his own corner, which is always a plus. Final 20 seconds left.
You can never
tell. Nice job by Mike.
You can never tell what kind of actual shape someone is in. I mean, Dietrich came in here looking pretty well built, but he looked like he gassed after the first 90 seconds.
0-0 fighter, you're expending a lot of energy in the first couple of minutes. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to do. Just shadow box for 3 minutes. Stand there with your hands up, jump around, throw some punches for 3 minutes, and tell me how tired somebody is.
Absolutely. This is his first time here in the cage with Cage Wars, and you could tell he's a little exhausted, huffing and puffing on the sideline.
But he hopped right over the bench.
Sure did.
Right over the chair. I'll give him that. So if I'm Mike's corner, I'm telling him slow it down again, use that jab, expect that right leg kick from Dietrich, try to time it to where you can, catch it, shelf it, and return with a right hand. Look at that mustache.
It's powerful.
Him and Falvo together, they are amazing mustaches. I love it.
Yeah.
Mike Rieken and Mike Falvo's mustaches, they could be brothers, stepbrothers.
Yeah, the mustaches can
Did
be
they
related.
just become best friends?
I think the mustaches are in love. I think you're in love. I think it's a love triangle with you and the two stashes.
I'll be the middle of that stash sandwich.
All right,
You got to be very secure with yourself to say
you
things
sure
like that.
do.
My wife, she understands me.
And she's not watching, so you're.
Oh yeah, she is. Unfortunately
Oh,
for her.
she is? Wow.
Oh, my wife and kids watch.
That's
They
a
enjoy
good
it.
woman right there.
Oh, it's not like we're any good at this. Here we go, Mike in the red. Again, looking for that right kick. He uses the right kick to close the distance. He's got to watch that neck.
The thing about Dave Dietrich is he is strong, but he just needs to pace himself just a little bit, and that comes with some time and experience.
He is, but he's making Mike wear his weight right here. Mike's got to turn off of the cage. You see that Dave Dietrich's leaking a little bit. He's going for Mike's neck. He's doing a good job not allowing Mike to suck those legs in, digging that right underhook.
Yeah, we got our
He's
first.
got it locked. He's going to try to turn Mike. Good awareness by Mike.
Oh,
Good
don't
awareness.
turn that way. Oh, my!
Head kick.
Oh! Wait.
It looks like Dave Dietrich saying he had a back of the head.
That didn't happen. No, that didn't happen.
I don't know what just
That
happened.
didn't happen. I think he stopped the fight.
Maybe we'll get some clarification here from the USMTA soon as to what exactly occurred there. You know, congratulations to Mike, though. I mean, great job. Excellent awareness.
Was it that maybe Dave Dietrich wasn't defending himself? I'm not sure.
I'm really not. Hopefully we can get a replay or some clarification from Ed Kinner and the USMTA.
I know that Dave Dietrich thought that he was hit illegally, and he did appear to summons the referee, but there was no illegal strike.
Again,
he could have continued.
Hopefully we can get this replay because it will be interesting to see.
I don't know if it was it stopped from strikes or from something else, and I guess that's what
Mike is trying to get the crowd going, but the crowd is just as puzzled as we are in this moment.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped that. We know our production crew behind the scenes is working to get us the replay. We appreciate you guys. We know we'll get it momentarily. And we, in the meantime, will send it into the cage for the official decision with Mike Falvo.
And one hell of a contest. Referee Matt Gohlers called a stop to the fight 46 seconds into round number 2. For your winner by way of TKO, Mike Rieken.